Hey, good morning, kiddos. So today is a little bit different video that I'm making for you, and I really want you to pay attention because I'm going to be sending you a good message, all right? Today I'm going to be talking to you about watching my videos, paying close attention, making sure you're watching them until you really learn your skills so the next week I can go to another skill. I'm also going to be talking to you about what you're learning in your classroom, okay? So follow me. We're going to be talking about your learning jar. What is your learning jar? I'm going to tell you. Your learning jar is all the stuff you're supposed to learn throughout the year. So, when you come to school every day and you're paying attention, you're filling your learning jar. When you're doing your homework and trying your best, you're filling your learning jar. When you're studying your sight words, or if you're in a higher grade, you're doing your vocabulary words, you're doing great on your PENDA lessons, you're trying for AR. Here's the thing about AR. I hear a lot of kids go, oh, I'm done, I met my goal. Well, if you've met your goal, great. Is there anything wrong with being an overachiever and going above and beyond? If you've met your goal, challenge yourself. Start trying chapter books. Maybe start increasing your book level so that we can get you on grade level or maybe even above grade level. Don't just stop, because a lot of you are not on grade level. So you should be reading more because we're trying to close your gap and get you on grade level. If you're doing AR, like I said, if you're doing really well on your iReady lessons, and if you're paying attention to your teacher, you have to listen to your teacher. This is the biggest takeaway that I want you to take from this video today. Number one, you got to come to school every day and you got to be ready to learn, okay? So if you're tired, you're not going to be ready to learn. If you're crabby, you're not going to be ready to learn. You're going to be pouting. Try to come with your A game ready to learn. You have to let your teacher teach. Your teacher knows what she has to do to fill this learning jar for you. Your teacher is under a lot of pressure to make sure she fills this learning jar for every kid in her class. And you got to remember, some kids are coming into your teacher like this. They're not prepared for that grade because they didn't learn what they were supposed to in the grade before. She's got a lot of work for her to do. So look around your room. Do you have students in your classroom who are playing all the time? You know who I'm talking about. Are they up walking around the room? Are they playing with one another? Are they causing a disturbance? Are they yelling out? Are they taking up your teacher's time during the day? If they are, then your teacher is never going to get to fill your whole class's learning jar. And we can tell looking at data, Miss Rivas, Miss Cooper, they can tell which classes are behaved because the kids are progressing every time they take an iReady test. She sees that everybody's growing, which means the teacher is able to do her job. She's able to teach. If you're a class where there's 3 or 4 kids that are the attention hogs and they're stopping the teacher from teaching, she can't do what she has to do. Therefore, nobody in your class is getting what they need. So everybody look around the room. If you see a kid in your class who takes up your teacher's time, those kids are stopping your teacher from teaching you. So you need to tell those kids to knock it off and let your teacher teach. Participate in your lesson. Stop playing with your fingers, stop playing with your shoestrings. Pay attention to your teacher and participate in the lesson. When your teacher says you're going to take a test on AR, iReady, PENDA, when they say tests, always do your best. Remember that for the rest of your kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, all the way up to high school, because your teachers use that information to schedule you for classes, to put you in reading groups, and I'm going to show you something in a minute. So what can you do to be a better kid in class and learn and let your teacher teach? Let her do her job. Stop wasting her time. Do your homework at night. Study your spelling words, your math facts, do your homework, and read for AR. Do your job at home. You're the student, that's your job. Your job is school. You get paid in grades, okay? Come on over here. I'm going to show you 2 different kids. Are you ready? I'm going to show you the kid I want you to be and the kid I don't want you to be. Let's take a kindergartner. Pretend you're a kindergartner. You come to school every day. You don't just show up to eat lunch or go play. You're trying, you're listening, you're studying your sight words, you're paying attention to your teacher and participating in your lesson. By Christmas time, if you're doing all those good study habits, you're going to be right on track where you should be. And your teacher's checking that. Miss Rivas and Miss Cooper, they're checking to make sure you're where you should be. Let's come over here to the kid I don't want you to be. You miss school, you check out of school a lot, you don't do your homework, you're playing in class. Did you learn anything? Nope. Look at this kid. The kid doing everything they're supposed to, studying and paying attention. Look at this kid. I want you to be this kid. Because if this kid keeps doing the right things, by the end of the year, they're ready to go into first grade. They're gonna be ready. This kid didn't learn anything, maybe a little bit. They gotta go into first grade. That's all they know. This is how kids get below level. Do you wanna be this kid? Nope. How are you this kid? Playing in class, not doing your classwork, not doing your homework, not paying attention to the teacher. That's this kid, okay? Let me show you one more thing. After kindergarten, you go to first grade. Keep doing what you're supposed to do, your homework, your iReady, your AR, paying attention in class, boom, you're ready for second grade. You go into second grade, you're doing the same good study habits, paying attention, coming to school, listening to your teacher, doing your AR, doing your iReady, boom, you're ready for third grade. Third grade is your first testing grade. If you don't pass your reading, you come to Miss Mayo. You don't go to art and music anymore. You don't go to library. You gave yourself extra work. You have an extra class. No more PE, no more library. You don't want that. Also, if you are making a good choice and you're doing all your homework and you're paying attention and you're working, are you ready for fourth grade? Good. Keep doing those good study habits. Are you ready for fifth grade? Good. Let me tell you what happens in this grade. If you don't pass your FSA math test or your FSA reading, when you go to the next school called the middle school, you have to take an extra class. So if you didn't pass the reading, you have to take an extra reading class. That means you don't get PE, you don't get music again, and you don't get art, which means you don't see your friends. If you also fail the math test, you have an extra math class. That means you have 2 reading classes and 2 math classes. You'll never see your friends. So your friends will start making friends with new friends, and you're going to be hanging out with the kids who are failing their classes. I don't want that to happen for you. Now I'm going to take it even further into the future. Have any of you ever had a brother, a sister, or a cousin who's graduated from high school and they wear the cap and gown and they walk across the stage? That happens here in your 12th grade year. See how this kid is learning and ready? When they go to high school, they're ready. They're learning. They're doing their homework. They're coming to school. Look what happens. They pass, they graduate, they get to go and wear their cap and gown. They can get a job after high school because they have their diploma. Let's look over here. A kid who doesn't come to school, they're a 5th grader now. They're reading on a 1st grade level. They can't do their homework. They can't read AR. They go to the middle school. They're still reading on a 1st grade level. Are they going to pass these tests? No. They go to 7th grade. Their teacher is no longer teaching them phonics anymore. They're not getting better at reading. So their reading level is not coming up. This is how you get kids going into high school reading on a 1st or 2nd grade level. Is that kid going to be able to pass this and get their high school diploma? No. So if you can't pass that test to get your diploma, guess what? You did all this school for nothing. You can't get a job without a high school diploma. Can't work at McDonald's. You can't work at the grocery store without a high school diploma. You don't want this to happen to you. You want to learn so that you're ready and you finish strong and you get that diploma so you can get a good job, or you can go to college, or you can go to a trade school. Do not let this be you, where you can't read and you can't write and you can't do math and you get put in extra classes and you never pass this test and you never get to graduate from high school and you can't get a job. I don't want that to be you. So the last thing that I'm going to say is, this is what I need from you. I need you to come to school every day. I need you to let your teacher teach. Look around your room. If you've got kids playing and goofing off, tell them to knock it off, because those kids are sucking up your teacher's time and she cannot fill your class's learning jar. Those kids are stopping you from learning. I don't want that to happen anymore. I want Up the Grove to be an awesome school. I want you guys to be setting good examples for the younger kids, okay? Do your best, make us proud, do your job, be the best student you can be so your teacher can bring her A game and teach you what she has to do throughout the year. All right, you guys, watch my videos so I can give you a little extra information and help so that you're getting smarter. Have a good day.